or the king? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Aero IV channel, where we roleplay the most glorious and epic adventures that D&D has to offer. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special stream, one that may show the destiny of this season's House Cup. Welcome, everyone. How is everyone doing? Boom! It is good to see you all. I've had 6 hours sleep. We got Risen99 in the chat, the boarding-in extraordinaire, the one who has earned the most points, Season 4, ladies and gentlemen. My oh my, if he was not tenured, he would be snapped up in this upcoming draft. We've got CJ Somedays, the co-host today. How are you doing, CJ Somedays? It is good to see you. Then we've got Nokaribi the Canarin today, an untenured member right here, right now in the chat, prepared to be sorted into a new house, question mark, or the same house. Who knows? For it will be decided henceforth, henceforth. King has an announcement. My loyal subjects, I hope you are enjoying this entertainment, but by royal decree, I must oblige you to subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit that like button with the force of 1,000 gods. This has been your king. Enjoy the video. Okay, so for those that don't know how the draft works, this is how it works. This was our only and other draft. Have a look at this. Woo! We had many players because I think we did the draft in like season 2. We had loads of players through season 1. And essentially the way a draft works is in this one, our first ever one, the Oder clan would go first. So the Oder clan leader at the time, who was Van der Zeer, had 2 minutes on the clock to choose out of all the names I gave him as a list to sort them into his house. His first pick was Jimmy Box, and by my lord, Jimmy Box was probably the best pick of all of these picks. So Jimmy Box, without even knowing it, Jimmy Box was the best pick of this season. And so the way it works is Oder will get 2 minutes to pick. Once they pick, they choose. Then it's Ivar, 2 minutes on the clock. They pick, done. Then it's Bordigan on the clock. 2 minutes, they pick. Then it is the Plantagenets on the clock. 2 minutes, and they pick. Then the Plantagenets will pick again, and then it will snake up and down. So it will go Plantagenets, Bordigan, Ivar, Oder, Ivar, Bordigan, Plantagenet, Plantagenet, Bordigan, Ivar, Oder, and as you see, it goes like that. Understand? It goes like a big snake. Does everyone understand? So for those who are picking, all I have to tell you is you are on the clock and you have 2 minutes to decide. I might make it 1 minute because 2 minutes might be a little bit too long. It really depends if I can click things properly. And if my co-host can also help waffle through. And if there's not enough waffle, then we'll cut it. Does everyone understand? Omega's like, I'm so excited for you to join in, man. We'll sort you right into a house. So, the way it's looking, guys, is that we have... this is going to be the table so far. So, Ivar, Bordigan never get first pick. No, that's not true. The way then it works is we go to the House Cup. And if we go... Season 3... So, Season 3 ended like this. The Plantagenets won with the most points, with the Border coming second, the Oda clan coming third, and the Ivar dynasty trailing in the fourth. So, the way this now works is, for this house draft, because the Ivar were last, they will get to pick first. Because the Oda clan were second last, they will get to pick second, and then the Bordigan, and then the House Plantagenet. Does that make sense? So the person who's last in the House Cup will pick first. The person who's first in the House Cup will pick last. Yo, perfectly clear from Dogel! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all, to the Arrow Season 4 House Draft. Get that timer off the board. Thank you all, thank you all. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I get it. Calm down. Yeah, yeah, and silence! Ladies and gentlemen, I am your king and host of the Aero IV Season 4 House Draft. So, now, ladies and gentlemen, the way this will work today is as follows. The time will come for each and every house to bring forth their glory, their moment, and their expectations to the forefront. As I waffle on, saying a bunch of words. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the draft, we need our quick opening ceremony. Bards, silence. The time of my life. That's bad. Okay, right. Opening ceremony. Okay, ready? And okay, that's it. Sorry. It's the House Draft Season 4. Who will be in the houses? Will it be you or the king? The opening ceremony tune, ladies and gentlemen. As the crowd cheers, it is time. As the bangers play 1,000, the best the bards have ever done. Which house will you be in? Will it be? I'm sitting in my room, looking at her right in front of me. Oh, that voice sounds similar. From time to time. And where do I go from here? I got an advert. No. Like I just gotta let it go. Just gotta let it go. Struggling to find myself. Okay, enough nonsense. Fantastic, ladies and
gentlemen. Let's get this draft on the way, guys. Let's go.
Everyone, please welcome to the stage CJ Somedays! Woo! Woo woo!
Let's get it, baby. It's good to be here.
It's great.
The crowd is wonderful. I'm delighted.
Yes, man. Yes, man. This draft is going to be spectacular. CJ Somedays, I think the best way to start this draft is, as the people say, my boy, I love you, CJ. That's my boy. I think it's time in the chat. We love you. We love you more. By the way, everyone, this is the first time I've ever heard CJ speak. And my lord, spectacular voice.
Why would we prepare by testing the microphones or
No.
doing anything beforehand?
No, why?
Just go right in, balls to the wall.
All the way, balls to the wall, ladies and gentlemen, balls to the wall, and it's gone great. Okay, sorry if I'm really loud on Discord. You absolutely just more than welcome to turn me down.
Crazy because I might be loud too.
No, you're okay.
Say loud in the chat. Okay, cool.
Is that a very New Yorker accent you got there, or is that just
absolutely not? I grew up in California, so I'm a fake New Yorker, but I can pretend if you want. We could.
New Yorker.
Hey, I'm walking here. Come on, let's go.
I'm walking here. Okay.
Let's get this draft on the way. Come on.
All right. So let us start, ladies and gentlemen, as we have CJ Somedays, the Guild Master, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, the absolute mad lad. If you want to get yourselves into a guild when we join in with the D&D time, CJ is your man. He's my right hand and left, as well as Ollie.
Hit me up. Hit me up.
Welcome one and all to the Aero IV Season 4 House Draft. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, the Ivar go first, followed by the Oda, followed by the Boarding, and followed by the Plantagenets. Now, CJ, the way this works, so everyone quiet. The way this will work is they'll pick, then we'll have a short chat while the timer is running, and then we'll get into another pick while we chat about the character again, and maybe we can see them in the chat react to how they like to be picked. The Ivar Dynasty, you are up. The timer starts now. You have 2 minutes to decide who you wish to be in the Ivar Dynasty. The first pick will go to the Ivar Dynasty, and I am looking at the chat, not the Discord chat. No, not the Twitch chat. I'm looking at the Discord chat. Let's go. All right. Yep. So as we see, CJ, they have got 1 minute 30 on the clock. Who do you think will be their first pick?
Well, do we want to pull up the list maybe and talk about people with like their names up, or should I
let's put up this? I can put up the list. Yeah. No, we can put up the list.
Yeah. So obviously there's a couple people missing from that one, but I think the hot picks in the beginning are going to be probably like the top 5. What is that? 6 names on there. We have like Platycat, huge. Real Sean, huge. Steinman, big pick. Dragon Hugo, Richie. And then we have some wild cards, and then we have at the end some new players who are already proving their worth.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see Nerns over here waving the Ivar sign in the crowd, like pick me,
pick me, please.
So I think there are some like really. Okay, never mind, Shan. I'm sorry. I think there's some like obvious picks in these first rounds.
Yeah.
What do you think? Who do you think if you were in the Ivar house, who would you pick first round?
Who would I pick first time? I can't lie. I would probably pick, and I know Noobcat's wanting to leave, but I would probably pick Noobcat, someone who knows the lay of the land a little bit in the Ivar Dynasty and knows how to roleplay. Especially as a barbarian, I would probably pick that. I think a close second would probably.
It's true because that's like another layer of picking is like, do they have like that Ivar energy, right? So it's like, you pick them for points, you pick them for their roleplay potential, and then you pick them for like, are they like Viking blood,
Absolutely.
And that's the time.
It's time, ladies and gentlemen. The first pick. Let's go. Buds, enough is enough. Let's move that so everyone can see this properly. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
I could drum roll for you if you want.
And the first pick in the Aero IV Season 4 House Draft is Real Shot!
Yes! I mean, who would have guessed?
Who would have thought? Wow, wow, wee, wow. Real Shunt has been selected, ladies and gentlemen, as we get the music back on. Real Shunt, welcome to the Ivar Dynasty, dude. You are in. You are locked. You are happy. You are there. I don't know. So, Real Shunt, can we see your reaction in the chat? And can I say, Oda Clan, you are on the clock. You have 2 minutes to select someone in the Discord chat. Now, Real Shunt, you're up. Real Shunt, how do you feel? And also, what is the reaction here, CJ? How do we feel about Real Shunt being sorted into a new house?
Broken heart, but you know, it had to happen. I think Ivar has a big season ahead of them.
Yeah. Big season, I agree.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. I feel like Real Shunt is a great first pick, really strong. I think I honestly, it's looking good. This is so exciting. I'm sorry, sorry. This is so good. This is such a good idea. First, so Real Shunt says, woo, first pick of the draft. I'm famous, worship me. It's all going to my head. So the ego has now grown. So maybe that's going to launch him into more prospecting role-playing. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, so I think Real Shunt, you have a big job ahead of you, and that's reining in Andre. So good luck with that. Have fun.
Good luck with that.
We'll be waving at you from the Plantagenet sidelines. Yeah.
All right, so who do we think the Oda? We've got 50 seconds on the clock. Who do we think Oda are going to go for, CJ?
That's a good question. I think Richie is another hot pick. But Jimmy's our drafter, right? So you got to put yourself in Jimmy's shoes. And he's probably going to do some jester shit. You know how it goes.
Yeah, he's probably gonna pick someone who's barely turned up. We never know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is now the Oda's time to select. But silence. And, ladies and gentlemen, the second pick of the NBA draft. Not the NBA draft. Why do I keep saying NBA draft? What's wrong with me? The second pick of the Season 4 Aero House draft is... Platycat!
I'm like, wait, how do we cue each other? Shit.
Platycat, welcome to the Oda clan. But enough. Fantastic. Get it on. Platycat now is a member of the Oda clan. Well done, Platycat. The healer extraordinaire, Old Mages Guild, is now a member. Oda clan having 2 members. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's think about that. Bordigan, you are on the clock. You have 2 minutes. Go. All right, CJ, what are we thinking about that pick?
Picking an ex-mage is very smart. I think, from like a roleplay perspective, I mean, now Oda is going to be, they're kind of stacked with like VIPs, right? They've got Oni, Jimmy, Platty. It's like 3 big hitters now.
Massive hitters. I think the Oda are going for tenure. They're going for the old way. Yeah, old is gold for them.
The Mages Guild is a very special guild. You'll, when we chat more about the rules and everything, if you hit me up in Discord, we can chat about it. But the Mages Guild get a special like OP cast, and they also are just like the only way you can get in the Mages Guild is if you're just like a class role player. So they're definitely like sick. So getting them in your house is like huge. Absolutely, yeah. They are very powerful and very knowledgeable of the realm around us. So it's quite exciting. We have got 50 seconds on the clock now-ish. Who do you think the Bordigan are going to pick, CJ? You reckon it's a good pick for them? Ollie, he's a very, I feel like Ollie's a very logical person. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, so Richie feels like a good pick. Steinman feels like a good pick. I think Nerns is like making a lot of waves in the chat today, which is like, a huge pick. You're a bard, but you also are like you're writing code. You gotta have some like logic in you, right?
Yeah, he's gotta have it.
But,
I'm interested to see who he picks and how it will fare for the Boardigans. And we'll discuss the selection after this. I don't know who you go for. I do think having someone like a Richie or a Hugo or even a Noobcats is strong to have in your team. Someone who's had a little bit of tenure, a little bit of pointage. I think that's a good idea. Okay, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Bards, you know what time it is. It's time for you to shush your music. Enough of that. Enough. No, enough, I said. Bards. Ladies and gentlemen, for the
this is an interesting one. This is an interesting one.
For the third pick of the Season 4 Aero Ivy House Draft, the Boardigans select Karai Kyren!
Yes. Wow, that's a great choice.
Wow. I cannot believe it. Okay, Bards. Okay, nothing. Karai Kyren, you have been selected into the Boardigan Dynasty. Welcome. Can we please run, can we fly the banners of each house when they pick? I think that's quite a nice thing to do. Boom! I got the Boardigan. Absolutely. I was not expecting to be picked this early, says Karai.
Yeah, you came in and brought like some really great energy, so I'm not surprised. I think you were another like, if you are able to hang out on stream, you know, as much as you can, obviously, I'm excited. You're awesome.
It's gonna be good.
To have you here.
Plantagenets, you are on the clock. You have 2 minutes.
Ooh.
Right. That selection there. Very interesting. So, Jimmy also said, can you cross people out? I can't actually quite cross people out, so maybe...
Right,
oh, no, I can. I'll
like
do this.
Oh,
something,
yeah.
Something like that, I think. That's not going to work for everyone, but that'll have to do.
Shit.
Karai Kyren has been taken as well. So let's get them off the screen. I think that's a very interesting pick. Very interesting pick. I wouldn't say maybe it is logical. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's logical because it's new meat, fresh meat. I'm excited. They brought really good energy, so I think it's a very like let's find out how this person role plays. I think the Plantagenet select Dragon Hugo.
Huge choice. Great idea.
Massive, huge choice.
There it is.
There we go. Sorry.
Oh, in there.
Sorry, it's loads of O's. Dragon Hugo has been selected, ladies and gentlemen, has been picked for the Plantagenet. They are staying in Plantagenets. Can I just say before we talk into detail, Plantagenets, you are on the clock yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Plantagenets, you are on the clock yet again. Dragon Hugo joining the house, doing absolute bits. So, what do you think of that pick?
Honestly, he role plays like a Plantagenet already. You know, like I'm excited. He was meant for the you know, the House of Honor and chivalry and all that jazz. He's definitely
absolutely. I couldn't agree more, to be honest.
He's at home. He's at home there.
He's at home in that house. Of the second round, the first pick, the second round of the Season 4 Aero IV House Draft. The Plantagenet select Noobcats, ladies and gentlemen. My word. An absolute strong arm of a pick. I genuinely am not surprised.
You're flying the red now, brother. You're flying the red.
You're flying red. Can we please, Boardigan, you are on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Noobcats, get off the stage. Boardigan, you're on the clock. You have 2 minutes. Go. All right. What have we got to say about that, CJ? That's massive.
Huge. I mean, we're picking on the little guys, right? Ivar had Noobcats before, but I think Ivar is going to be a contender in this next season. So I'm glad we were able to scoop up, you know, one of their heavier hitters. Stoked. Can't wait to see him around the round table in Discord. Noobcats is cool. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the Plantagenet Club, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be honest. As I type in lots of names on different situations and different screens, I must admit, Noobcats I think was a very high pick for me. If I had to pick someone, just because of recent events, and I've seen him on stream a lot and role played a lot, I think Noobcats is a shout to be bringing him in.
Totally.
I think that was very heavy, very good picking from Plantagenets, especially because he had 2 picks in a row. Very strong. I'm not looking at the chat because I want to actually guess. Who do you think Bordigan are going to choose?
I'm not looking either. I'm not looking either. I don't know. Ollie hit us with like a curveball.
Yeah.
So, based on what Ollie did, I think he's going to be sneaky. And he's either going to grab Richie because he knows Richie's like a hot a hot grab, or he's going to like grab Nerns, because Nerns is another. If he goes that route, like the wild card, I think Nerns is like another like really interesting pick. I don't know though. Ollie, I think he's trying to be like sneaky with some of this. I think he might pick Nerns. You know, I think he might pick new talent, new blood, ready to get them excited and get them involved, make them a part of something they must believe in. But let's see.
Time. Let's see. Ah, I'm so excited. I don't know. I'm so excited for the second pick in the second round of the Aero Ivy Season 4 House Draft. The Bordigan select. No! Where's my crowd? There we go. Yeah.
You know, Ollie.
Nerns! Massive. I honestly cannot believe that. Nerns, you have been selected to the board again. Let us know how you feel while you get off the stage and talk to our interviewer over there. And the Oda clan, you are on deck. You have 2 minutes to select your next member.
I know Nerns was hoping for Ivar, but I think roleplay wise, Bordigan has like a similar vibe, you know, with the Mongolian thing. So I hope you can have fun in Bordigan. You're gonna love it. Ollie's dope. Bordigan's another like kind of active roleplay community. So
absolutely,
I think you're gonna enjoy it. Like, it's gonna be sick. You're gonna have a good time.
It's gonna be sick. They're gonna have a good time. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. I think Nerns. I think this bringing in more new blood, especially for people who've just joined the stream. I think that honestly is a fantastic pick.
I was kind of worried.
Yeah, a little bit, because we don't know how they're gonna be. We're not quite sure how they're gonna roleplay and how they're gonna affect the stream. So I'm really excited to see what they can do. Whoever sends me 5 pick goes to Oda. Come on, we've got some bribery coming on here.
It's gonna be sick, and like you'll realize like the Bordigan have a similar kind of like raidy vibe. I think if you're like looking to like be like a mercenary kind of energy, then you're in the proper house for sure.
Yeah. The Bordigan's very it's like a prestige, but prestige coming with like the old traditions of raiding and pillaging, and also just like speed, like good, like was it blitz warfare, that kind of vibe. That's their situation. I think Jimmy's picked.
And it's a good house to start in because like we're gonna have a draft every season, so start out in Bordigan, like the oldest house, and then if you want to stay untenured, you'll see where you go.
All right, CJ, we have 20 seconds to figure out who you think Jimmy's picking. I have no idea. I think he might pick someone like Steinman or a Richie.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's gonna go maybe a safer route. I mean, he went straight for Platty, which is like a very safe route. So
to be fair, if he's going for tenure, which he has gone, I think almost mediocre might be that pick. Who knows? All right, let's find out. I'm so excited. I don't. The best thing for me is I don't know. I genuinely don't know until I do this. Okay, I do know now.
What a pick! What a pick!
What a pick! Do you know what? What a pick! Okay, hang on. Before I do that, hang on. Let me cut and paste that just in case it's on screen. Okay, it's not. Okay, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, bards, silence, and ladies and gentlemen, the third pick of the second round of the Aero IV House Draft Season 4. The Oda clan select Richie Moonstar! Richie Moonstar! Massive, ladies and gentlemen, massive pick for the Oda clan. Now, Richie Moonstar, while we talk about you,
Huzzah! A man of quality.
A man of quality. Ivar Dynasty, you are on the clock. You're on the clock. 2 minutes.
Richie put on that piss yellow.
That piss yellow. No.
It's another heartbreak, but it's all right. As long as you still make us some weapons and stuff.
Yeah,
as long as you artifice equally.
I feel like this heartbreak, it was bound to happen because we had a lot of Plantagenet. We were heavily Plantagenet player heavy. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. We were Plantagenet heavy, and so this draft really spreads it out, and I feel like it's going to be heartbreak coming.
I'm excited to see Richie roleplay being a part of the Spy Network.
Yes.
Like, Richie, I'm excited for you. I put a chat. I want you to like really get into this Shinobi Spy Network thing, because in Plantagenet you were like, you have that kind of, you missed it, but I mentioned before that you gave off some like dad energy. I hope that is a compliment to you, because
it's definitely a compliment. Well, for me, I would say it's a compliment.
And so you were fit like right in Plantagenet, but now being a part of the Oda clan, you know, let's see where that goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the 4th pick of the 2nd round, the Ivar Dynasty select Omega Thug!
Omega Thug!
Wow!
You hit it right.
Massive
with your,
noise.
Prediction.
What a prediction we made there. I think that was a shout. Okay, Ivar, you are on the clock yet again, because you get to do another pick for the first pick of the 3rd round. So you're on the clock. Right, Omega Thug, if they are in the chat, let us know how you feel about being in the Ivar Dynasty. How do you think that fares up, CJ, for the Ivar roster?
I mean, you nailed it. Yeah, picking the new players, like, you know, and usually we see, like, when new players come in, they tend to stick around for, like, the first few weeks, and then they get into kind of their normal rhythm, but they get really excited and get things going right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, Omega coming in. I feel bad for the other houses. Their deaths shall be quick and painful. Omega, you're terrifying. Thanks for that. Now
Scary
I feel
stuff.
like, yeah, we're gonna need.
We got Chaotic Evil in the chat.
Dude. Yeah. Hell yeah,
I'm
dude.
excited.
Omega Thug. That's sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
perfect house then.
Yeah, I think a class pick. I feel like once these new players then learn their casts and their passives, I think they'll start to play really well, really feed into their houses. And hopefully, like, maybe then tenure into their house and sort of nurture newer players. Like, I think I'm very excited to see these new players get into streams and into dungeons. For the first pick in the 3rd round of the Aero Ivy Season 4 House Draft, the Ivar Dynasty select Steinman! Massive
Great
from
pick.
Steinman. Steinman, you are now
Great pick.
absolutely solid pick. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, the Oda clan are on the clock. You've got 2 minutes, Oda clan. Oda clan on the clock. All right, then. Let's move back into the pundits arena. So, massive pick. I think we all predicted it.
This is going to be a great season.
Yeah. I think Ivar are coming on
This
for
is going to
vengeance.
be a great season. Because, like, yeah, every house is getting, like, some solid players. I'm really interested in seeing where Oda goes from here.
For the 2nd pick in the 3rd round of the Aero Ivy Season 4 House Draft, the Oda clan select Nokarubi the Canary!
Great
Massive choice. Ladies and gentlemen, board again, you are on the clock as Nokarubi talks to our interviewers. Now, what do you think about that? Massive pick, I think. I think that might have been the best pick.
Yeah. I think that's like one of the last of our like safe picks.
Yeah,
you know?
I think so.
Yeah, from here on, it's like gonna be more interesting. I think it's gonna, it's gonna be harder to strategize with some of these other players.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nokarubi, great, dude.
I 100% agree.
Great.
I think Nokarubi was, again, like you just said, the safest choice there. We've seen him often in the chat. Interesting here. I think at this point, Nokarubi comes in, and I really want to see them roleplay a little bit more, so I want to get him involved. When I see them in chat, I see them, but I don't see me being able to like get them involved, because then sometimes they jump in and out, so we'll have to see. When it comes to this board again next pick, a tough one for the board again. It always really does matter where you place yourself on the leaderboard. So if you come second, you're not going to be able to get the best picks outright. So I think that Ivar and Oda really have those first picks down quite nicely. I think the Plantagenets, I think you guys got quite lucky being able to pick Hugo and Noobcats. So it's quite hard. I think from here on out, I think you're right. I think you're quite right, CJ. I think from here on out, these names.
Nern said it best. Spicy picks only.
Yeah.
Spicy picks only.
Spicy
you know?
picks only. I think it's this one's hard because I feel like you have to rely on the wild card nature now. Like who is going to be picked? We don't know. I think Akimoto's or Twitchy Shuckle are going to be the best picks for me if I'd had to pick.
Yeah, Akimoto's, Twitchy Shuffle. I mean, Vikazi I've seen in and out, so maybe. Mike Heat, if they want to just try to be friends with your friends.
Yeah, yeah, friends with my friends. Maybe. I mean, like Aelio and Mike Heat, I feel like are going to be lower down on the register because we haven't seen them ever in chat for a very long time. So those are going to be the very, very, let's hope for the best kind of picks. And the name we see for the third pick of the third round of the Aero IV Season 4 House Draft, the Board Again Select. Almost mediocre! Almost mediocre.
Almost mediocre was going to be one of the top picks, and you were right.
Absolutely. I think that was the one to go for. It was the banker. It was the one. This music is not the one. Hang on. There we go. Right. Get it on. Almost mediocre. Welcome to the Board Again Dynasty. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Plantagenets. You are on deck. Ooh. You have a timer. So, let's get into that one. So, I think Almost Mediocre was probably a decent pick there. We haven't seen them much, but they do come in every once in a while. I'm not sure how they're going to feel about being in a new house because we haven't really talked to them recently, but they've had time to tenure themselves.
They're just going to show up in the room and be like, the fuck is going on?
Yeah, like, what's going on? So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I think it's a solid pick for the board again. I think they've gone for tenure there. I was very sure that the Oda would pick them back up because they do earn points here and there. But again, I think Ollie with his board again picks it's a wild selection here, and we'll see if it works out because I'm thinking it's strong. So the fourth pick of the third round of the Aero IV Season 4 House Draft, the Plantagenets select Vikazi!
Good choice.
Massive choice for Vikazi. I think that's huge. I think it's a good one. It's safe, I think. Plantagenets, you are on the clock yet again. Yet again, you're on the clock. Okay, go.
We're back at it, brother. We're back at it.
Back at it. Okay, so Vikazi's off this list. Vikazi, I think, is a safe pick. Again, I think this is where we're getting into the selections where we're a little bit more unsure how they fare up in these rosters. But CJ, how do you reckon Vikazi fits into the Plantagenets?
What is Vikazi? I'm trying to remember. They're not in the guild, so I don't think I don't really remember much of their role play.
So here we are. I think this is where I'll take up the mantle. I think Vikazi here is one of those who comes in with decent humor. I like how they deal with things fairly well. Play Cat with the 2,000 bits.
Nice, Splatty.
Yo, thank you so much, Platty. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for the 2,000. Thank you so much for the first pick of the fourth round of the Aero IV House Draft Season 4. Plantagenet select. Yes. Massive from Aelio. Huge pick.
Banking on that friendly whale. You know,
oh my god, the music stopped.
On that friendly whale.
For the second pick in round 4, Aelio was the first pick. For the second pick of round 4, in the Aero IV House Draft Season 4, the board again select. Twitchy Shuckle!
Twitchy Shuckle!
Massive pick there. Massive pick. Oda Clan, you are on deck. You are on the clock, my friends. Let's start speeding this little bad boy up. Twitchy Shuckle, welcome to the Board Again Dynasty. I think you stayed in the Board Again Dynasty. Massive from you, man. Massive from you. Ollie, good pick. So, great CJ, pick. What are we thinking about that pick?
That was the next. I think that was the next smartest pick.
Yeah, the next.
I think pick, yeah. Akimoto's next, maybe Mike Heat. Even though Marvel, it's like I'm split between Akimoto's and Marvel.
Yeah, both very recent players. So I'm thinking,
exactly.
Third pick of round 4, the Aero IV Season 4 House Draft. The Oda Clan select. Akimoto! Yes, Akimoto's. welcome to the Oda clan, you absolute legend. Now, Ivar Dynasty, you are on the clock for your 2 next picks.
Ooh.
With this, I think Akimoto's was the next right pick. It's so right, to be honest. It was so. I think he was destined for.
You just got 101 subs in that hype train. How does it make you feel?
101.
101 subs in that hype train. That's crazy. You guys are insane.
That's the most I've ever got.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, what a day. Who knew? You just had to run the draft and everybody will donate.
Oh my
Who
god.
knew it was that easy?
Who knew I'd get 3 hours sleep, travel, then another 3 hours sleep. I come and stream and I get this. Lads, people of the realm, I got 101 subs! What? That's all I can do. What? Thank you so, honestly, I can't thank you guys enough. You guys. Nerds, what are you doing?
You could have subbed to Jesus.
Nerds with the Jesus sub, we bloody love it. Oh my god.
No.
The 4th pick of round 4 and the 1st pick of round 5, the Ivar Dynasty select Marvel Memes and Mikey!
Yep.
2 massive picks.
Hand in hand. Yeah,
Hand in hand,
pick.
I agree. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, with that final pick of this last so these are the picks, ladies and gentlemen, of the season 4 house draft. These picks have been chosen. The Ivar Dynasty picking strong, going with the Real Shunt and Mega Thug, Steinman, Marvel Memes, and Mike Heat 7. We've got Oda Clan coming in heavy with their picks. Platycat, Richie Munster, Nokaribi, Akimoto's, and Paisan Tom. Bordigan and Plantations being left out with the final 2 picks, allowing it because it's very much the 2 heavy winners of the last season. Bordigan have gone strong with the Kurai Kaiden. Nerns, almost mediocre, and Twitchy Shuckle. They've gone for new blood as well as one old, but they've gone for new blood as their main thing. And finally, the Plantagenets, the last season's winners, have gone for a very interesting pick. I think they've come out quite well with this, with Dragon Hugo, Noobcats, Vikosi, and Aluo. Very strong. I'm very happy to say that I think the Ivar Dynasty have come out the best with these picks, I probably would say. And I'm happy because it means that the competitive nature of the House Cup is going to get back in proper now. I think the Ivar are going to come up.
Plantagenet, we have got a lot of good tenured players.
Good tenured players, absolutely. Absolutely.
But Ivar needed that push. I think they came out really strong. Bordigan came out uber strong with these new players that are obviously super great, blowing up the chat.
Absolutely.
And Oda is everybody got good choices. I'm excited to see the shifting.
I'm excited to see the shifting. I'm excited to see how this works out in the next few months, because we might have new players that will be sorted into the house wheel via the house wheel, so it could really throw this in the works. We never know. I think Oda Clan came out well. Bordigan, really interesting. I like it. I like the Bordigan's picks. I think it works. And it's exciting enough to probably work out, or not work, who knows. Plantagenets, yes, with 10 years. Oda Clan going for much older viewers. And finally, the Ivar, I think, coming out the top with this pick. Which is right, because they are first pickers. They were last, and they have the first pick. You have reached the end of this video, but, ladies and gentlemen, there is more content for you to explore on this channel. So please, if you have enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch to see all these moments live with your very own eyes. This has been Aero IV. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next one!